Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins ready to host Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens here on America's Game of the Week.
To this matchup here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we got a matchup here as America's Game of the Week, as we got an AFC matchup between Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins hosting Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens here on Fox NFL Sunday, as we got a matchup in the century. As welcome to America's Game of the Week, as we welcome you live from Baltimore, Maryland, as the Dolphins won the toss. They had deferred with the wind at 7 miles per hour with Jason Sanders off the kick. As we get started here in Baltimore, Maryland, with Justin Hill on the receive for Baltimore as Bradley Chubb takes him down at the 25, where Lamar Jackson and company will start for the first time today with an empty set for the first time, as Lamar Jackson throwing out for a wide open Nelson Aguilar before Bradley Chubb brings him out of the bounds with a 7-yard reception. As we're going to look at this skill set for this Baltimore Ravens offense, as they led out by the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson, as he gets it out to Nelson Aguilar, as Javon Holland and Bradley Chubb brings him out to the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
As that was a good start, as here comes Nelson Aguilar shifting in motion, and the carry is to Derrick Henry with nowhere to go before Zach Sealer brings him down with no gain on the play. As that was a no gain on the play, as Zach Sealer comes out to make the tackle. As this is 3rd down and 2 coming up for Baltimore, as they inside the 33-yard line. Here comes the handoff to Derrick Henry as he sheds a tackle as he's blown up behind the backfield with a loss of 2 by Jalen Phillips. As the Dolphins defense forces the Baltimore Ravens to get a 3-and-out, as they stop Derrick Henry as he gets blown up behind the backfield by Javon Holland and Jalen Phillips. As here comes the punt team on the field, as Stout is on the kick, and that's the first punt of the day for Baltimore. As here comes Braxton Berrios on the receive for Miami, as Brandon Stevens brings him at the 38, where Tua in the offense will start for the first time here today, after that 3-and-out by Baltimore. And on the carry is to Raheem Mostert for the first time, for a carry of 4 yards this time, at the 42-yard line. As Trenton Simpson slows him down, as it's a 4-yard carry for Raheem Mostert. As that was a good play up the middle of the defensive front for Baltimore, as the handoff is to Raheem Mostert again. Nowhere to go this time, as it's no gain this time, as they're still in the original line of scrimmage. Justin Mabaduke came up to make the stop. As that was a great play by Baltimore. As here comes 3rd down and 6 for Miami. Here comes Tua to throw. With lots of time throwing over the middle to his receiver, Tyreek Hill, with a first down inside the 40 of Baltimore. Left with 12 seconds left as he throws a strike to Tyreek Hill for the first time. As the former Kansas City Chief makes the reception up the middle. Known as the Cheetah in the NFL, arguably known as the fastest wide receiver in the National Football League, is first down and 10 inside the 40-yard line. And off the play action, here comes Tua throwing over the middle of the field as Roquan Smith breaks the pass away, intended for Durham Smythe. So Roquan Smith, number zero of the defense for Baltimore, was in excellent position as he signs a big deal with the Baltimore Ravens as they get 2nd down and 10 as they're still inside the 40 with an interesting formation by Miami. As Raheem Mostert shifts in motion, here comes Tua throwing to the sideline. It's complete to Jaylen Waddle as he makes an acrobatic catch for a first down inside the 19-yard line. With the second quarter underway, as as Jalen Waddle gets a nice reception on the sideline as Tua Tagovailoa throws a very good strike down the sideline. An incredible adjustment by Jalen Waddle as he gets down inside the 19-yard line on Baltimore. After that big play, here comes Raheem Mostert on the carry again, as he's averaging over 4 yards a carry against this Baltimore defense, as second down and 7 is coming up with 1:22 remaining. As Raheem Mostert is trying to find an alley to run through, as Baltimore's defense is shutting out the Miami Dolphins run game here today, as they're not stopping the passing game, as that big play to Jalen Waddle down the field. Here comes Tua to throw over the middle, as it's intercepted by Roquan Smith. Intended for Johnny Smith, the former Falcon, as Baltimore gets their first turnover of the game. Here you go, watch Roquan Smith, number 0 of the Baltimore Ravens. He is in excellent position against Johnny Smith, as he comes up to make a beautiful play, as he comes away with the interception. As that's Tua's first interception of the game. As here comes first down at the 8-yard line. Here comes Lamar Jackson going over the middle. It's nearly intercepted by Joey Poyer. Jordan Poyer almost had an interception himself, as Lamar Jackson tried to throw in a seam for Nelson Aguilar, as he almost threw a turnover himself. As that was a near takeaway for Miami, as here comes second down and 10 for Miami, as Lamar Jackson is going to be sacked by Teair Tart with a loss of 4. As they get back deep inside no man's land, as after that 4-yard sack by Teair Tart, as they're containing Lamar Jackson, as they get the 4-yard sack.
Let's go.
Third down and 14 now for Baltimore, as Nelson Aguilar shifts in motion, as here comes Derrick Henry with a small alley to run through, as he's 8 yards short of a first down. As both defenses are getting stops here today, as Miami's defense is stopping Derrick Henry's run game, as he is a former Tennessee Titan, acquired from an acquisition in the offseason. As here comes the punt team on the field for the second time here today. With 28 seconds left here of the first half. And a fair catch signal for by Braxton Berrios inside the 46, where Tua and the offense will start. With only 21 seconds remaining, as Miami is on the field. As here comes Tyreek Hill shifting in motion. Here comes Tua going for Johnny Smith against Kyle Hampton for a first down inside the 28. The former Falcon hauling that one in, as Johnny Smith makes the reception inside the 28-yard line, as Tua throws a quick strike against Kyle Hamilton with a timeout by the Dolphins. As here comes first down inside the 28-yard line to that big play to Johnny Smith. Here comes the play action going to the sideline. It's caught by Tyreek Hill, and he makes an incredible catch for another first down. As there goes another timeout, as Miami is left with 1. What an incredible catch by Tyreek Hill, as he's a short wide receiver, but he can make excellent catches. And that was a contested catch along the left-hand sideline, as he was working against Kyle Hamilton, and what a great catch, as he goes up and gets it. Fastest wide receiver in the NFL, as he's one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League, as they're inside the 11-yard line.
All right, here we go.
First down and 10. Inside with 4 seconds left. Here comes Raheem Mostert shifting in motion. Here comes Tua going to the end zone, and it's incomplete. As this first half will come to an end, as Justin Tucker kicks it to start the second half. with both teams with a 0-0 game here in America's Game of the Week, as Kyle Van Noy makes the tackle inside the 27-yard line. We're going to see what adjustments the Miami Dolphins have made here in the second half, as here comes Raheem Mostert with his first carry to start the second half for a 5-yard run inside the 31. You got to hand it to Baltimore's defensive front. They're holding Raheem Mostert to only 4 yards a carry in this ball game. As Miami's passing game has been real awfully well in the first half, along with those first few catches along the sideline. It's complete. Whoa, what a catch! Jalen Waddle. What an incredible adjustment. What a catch by Jalen Waddle, as that was a big time stretching catch. Unbelievable effort for Jalen Waddle as he was working against Nate Wiggins, as he signals that he is in the double coverage, as he makes an incredible catch. This offense is making some incredible plays here today, as the handoff is to Raheem Mostert again, as 2nd down and 7 is coming up, only after that 3-yard carry, as the clock is going down to 53 seconds, as they're inside the 47-yard line. Raheem Mostert is trying to find his effort to try to get past his Baltimore defense and try to get more positive yards in this ball game, as he's being held to only 4 yards a carry. As here comes the play action for Tua, throwing over the middle to Jonnu Smith. This time against Roquan Smith again, as Jonnu Smith hauls that one this time inside the 33. You got to hand it to Miami's offense. They've been getting inside Baltimore's off side of the field all day. It's just that the turnovers have been killing them, as the Baltimore's defense been holding them inside the red zone, as Baltimore's red zone defense has been real awfully well in this ball game against Miami. And off the play fake, here's the throw, and it's caught by Smith. Jalen Waddle, as it's a 1st down and goal, this time inside the 7, as they creep closer to scoring some points for the first time. So far, we haven't seen no points in this ball game, as Miami is creeping close, as the pass is caught by Jalen Waddle on the right-hand sideline, as he tried to shed a tackle from Nate Wiggins, as he already has 4 catches for over 86 yards in this ball game. Here comes 1st down and goal for the Miami Dolphins inside the 7. Here comes Tua, throwing into the end zone, keeps the feet, touchdown. Jalen Waddle in there for 6, as Miami gets on the board for the first time here today towards the end of the 3rd quarter. As we look at both offenses before we go back to the replay, as Lamar Jackson leads his offense with Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers, along with Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews and Nelson Aguilar, with Miami having Tua Tagovailoa, Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill, who had that big catch early in the 3rd quarter, along with Jalen Waddle, who had the touchdown moments ago, along with Jonnu Smith and Durham Smythe, the 2 tight ends, with a dual set for Miami. And back to the replay, as Jalen Waddle keeps the feet in bounds, secures the catch, as it was one read by Tua Tagovailoa, but reads the 2nd read as he finds Jalen Waddle to keep both feet in bounds against Nate Wiggins and Kyle Hamilton. As Jason Sanders is on the kick for the extra point, with the play clock at 2. And it's going to be successful, as the Miami Dolphins have finally got a lead over the Baltimore Maryland Ravens here on Fox, as Jason Sanders kicks it. And back deep to receive is Justice Hill, as he's popped by Jalen Ramsey inside the 24. As here comes the Baltimore Ravens back on the field after a really good first half. They're having a good offense. A handoff is to Derrick Henry, this time for a first down inside the 35 as the third quarter comes to an end. This time it's a good carry by Derrick Henry as he gets a good block up the middle with J.K. Dobbins as he sticks his foot in ground against Jalen Ramsey. As that's a first down inside the 35. As Lamar Jackson is in the shotgun. Here comes Lamar Jackson to throw. With time, throwing down the middle of the field as it's broken up by Kendall Fuller. Intended for Zay Flowers. Lamar Jackson's trying to find some answers against this Miami Dolphins defense. As Kendall Fuller breaks that pass beautifully. As the former commander signed by the Miami Dolphins in the offseason, breaks that pass away as Mark Andrews shifts to the right. Here comes Lamar Jackson to throw, and it's going to be incomplete to Derrick Henry. As here comes third down and 10 for the Ravens. After that third down play, here comes Lamar Jackson to throw. Going to the sideline, it's complete to Mark Andrews for the first time against Jordan Poyer with a first down inside the 50. And at midfield, there's Mark Andrews with his first catch of the game. And he runs a nice out corner route on the left side against Jordan Poyer, the safety. And that's been the matchup all game long, as Jordan Poyer is in coverage with Mark Andrews all game long. Here comes Lamar Jackson to throw as finds Rashad Bateman for a 7-yard reception as 1:14 is left. As the offense is on the move inside the 44 of Miami, as they're finally in no man's land. As here comes Lamar Jackson throwing out the backfield to Derrick Henry as Jalen Ramsey couldn't bring him down, as Derrick Henry gets another first down with the clock continuing to run with 56 seconds left as the Ravens are on the move. As Derrick Henry lowers the shoulder against Jalen Ramsey and gets the first down. As the Ravens are finally in no man's land, here comes 53 seconds left at the 41-yard line of Miami. Here comes Lamar Jackson. He's sacked by Zach Sealer. As Miami is gonna get their third sack of the game, as Zach Sealer with his second sack of the game. In a play that Miami needs. As second down and long now for the Baltimore Ravens is coming up. And they need a big play downfield to get inside no man's land. Going over the middle, it's incomplete. Patrick McMorris was in the perimeter as it was an incomplete pass intended for Zay Flowers. Lamar Jackson's having some struggles in this ball game as Zay Flowers was the intended receiver. As there's only 35 seconds left in this ball game here on Fox, as they are back deep inside the 46 with a long third down to convert. And off the play action, here comes Lamar Jackson, sacked again by Deshaun Hand. And this time it's a loss of 11. As the offense stays on the field after they used a timeout, as Lamar Jackson is being contained in this ball game. As Deshaun Hand brings him down. And here comes a long fourth down to convert for the Ravens.
Let's go. What?
This is a big, crucial fourth down. Here comes Lamar Jackson. Contained. Here comes Lamar Jackson. Taken down by Sealer again. And the Miami Dolphins will seal the deal as Zach Sealer gets his third sack of the game. As he's the player on defense of the day for the Miami Dolphins, as Zach Sealer with 3 sacks in this ball game alone. as big number 92 has been getting pressure and getting Lamar Jackson's face all day long. As there's 27 seconds left with the Miami Dolphins back on the field to seal the deal. And handoff is to Raheem Mostert up the middle to try to end the clock out as Baltimore is left with one timeout remaining.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Here comes second down and 2. As Raheem Mostert is running this clock out, and the handoff is to Mostert as Baltimore uses the third and final timeout as they're left with none.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here comes third down and 1. And it's a big stop. Here comes Kyle Hamilton to make a tackle. As the punt team's going to be on the field, as Kyle Hamilton makes a nice open field tackle on the safety spot, as they force Miami as a 3-and-out with only 12 seconds remaining. Here comes the punt team on the field for the first time as the clock is going to try to run down to 0. As Miami will get the victory here today in Baltimore, Maryland, here on Fox, as they win 7-0 over the Baltimore Ravens. As we look at the stat sheet for the Baltimore Ravens, they have Lamar Jackson having only 14 yards passing. He was shut down all day long against this Miami Dolphins defense, along with Derrick Henry only having 14 yards rushing. With Raheem Mostert only rushing for 17 yards total, 3 yards more over Derrick Henry, as Tua Tagovailoa throws for 137 yards passing with only 1 interception. Well, it's been a great game here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we say so long from this game here on Fox. So long to this next match.